Thanksgiving is a wonderful holiday where friends and families come together to exchange smiles and food and galaxy gas. A very special holiday where we light candles and put a turkey leg by the chimney so Santa Claus can wiggle his ass down there and boof it as a little appetizer to Christmas. And I know sometimes it can be hard to think of something to be thankful for when you're going through a difficult time, so I'd like to help you out here because I think there is something that everyone should be appreciative of, a blessing that we just recently got. You should be thankful that you get to live in this time period where the worst idea ever pitched was just publicly stated yesterday. Elon Musk just announced that too many game studios are owned by massive corporations, so he's going to use his massive corporation to start an AI game studio. It's finally here, an idea worse than Concord. This is some Powerpuff Girls shit with Professor Utonium in the lab mixing all the ingredients, but the only ingredient here, the chemical X, is just AI. AI, and AI to create the perfect pile of dog shit. If you're unsatisfied with the games that have been coming out recently, that's totally fine. I'm not your dad. I'm not going to come in there and fucking shove your face into the computer and force you to play them. There's not going to be some kind of covert, off-the-books government agency that's going to kick down your door and arrest you for not liking modern games. That's fine to not like them. How the fuck does this solve that problem? How is AI the solution here? AI has become almost this wacky buzzword that's just this catch-all that can do anything. Like a mythical, magical whatchamahoosit. Like, AI is gonna solve every single problem. You don't like these boring, formulaic, soulless games? Well, don't worry. AI is gonna make nothing but the best games ever made. How? AI right now can only produce soulless, generic, formulaic copies of things that it's been trained on. You're not solving a problem here. This is an idea almost as bad as garlic mouthwash. This isn't like some new innovation either. AI is being used by tons of weirdo assholes to produce unplayable, irredeemable, putrid cash grab garbage right now. So we know what games AI is capable of producing right now, and they're not very good. Significantly worse than anything else that's coming out. So I don't know who this is supposed to excite. As the richest man in the world, if you're unsatisfied with the games and want to start your own studio, why would you choose the cheapest, worst possible option with AI instead of just assembling the goddamn Avengers to create, like, heaters? Like, just a fucking fantasy football team of the best developers that money can buy and put together your own studio with this talent. It'd be significantly more effective and far more likely to lead to something really good as opposed to just relying entirely on AI to make games. That's wumbo idiot mode stuff. That's stupid. Anyway, though, this isn't the only thing I wanted to yap about. I do want to wish all of you a very happy Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have a really happy day. You need to make today a great day, and if you don't, you're going to make me really fucking mad about it. So, you don't want to do that. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. I start doing some of that. It's not pretty. And also, I'm going to be doing a money giveaway stream tonight. It's been like a month and a half since the last time I've done one of these, so it'll be a bigger one tonight. I'll probably go for a few hours just giving money to a bunch of different people. If you haven't been to one of these, typically what I do is I just have a Google form that I pin to the Twitch stream chat or the YouTube stream chat, and you click on that and just fill out the form saying like how much money you're looking for, what you're going to use it for, and then your PayPal email, and I just go through randomly landing on them and then just fulfilling whatever the wish was. So I was going to do that as a little Thanksgiving celebration to spread a little cheer and joy to get ready for the holly jolly season of Christmas. So I'll be doing that at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. Feel free to stop in if you'd like. It should be fun. Also, here's a little bonus, a cherry on top of this wonderful holiday. Something to get excited for. Put some butterflies in your tummy. Tomorrow for Black Friday, Godslap hardcover is launching. This is the hardcover version of our Godslap comic series. This is issues 1 through 5 compiled into one nice hardcover so you can get all caught up. This is the first arc of Godslap. We're in the second arc of Godslap now, so this is the perfect way of getting caught up because the second arc is going fucking ballistic. Issue 6 is available on the site, and issue 7 is dropping tomorrow as well. So tomorrow will be the perfect day to get into our comic series, badegg.co. It's releasing tomorrow. Thanksgiving's going to become Godslap Day in 10 years from now, I'm telling you. Anyway, though, I mainly just wanted to wish you all a really happy Thanksgiving. I don't usually make holiday videos, but today I just really felt in the spirit, a little mushy, gushy, gushing grannies type vibe, and just wanted to say, hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm also going to go ahead and drop a little spicy nugget here on your plate in case any of you haven't seen this news, but it seems like DB Cooper, the DB Cooper, has actually been identified. Like, we finally have real, substantial, overwhelming, nearly bulletproof evidence, fucking adamantium evidence, I would say, because this has truly convinced me that the D.B. Cooper and Richard Floyd McCoy were one and the same. So a YouTuber was actually the one to crack this, and the FBI has been investigating it, even though back in 2016 they kind of threw in the towel, said, you know what, hogwash, we're done here. We can't know for sure. A YouTuber never gave up, and I think they have finally solved it. Who is D.B. Cooper? I already have the answer. It's my buddy Eric. New evidence may crack one of America's greatest mysteries. A parachute found in an outbuilding in North Carolina could be the new evidence that may crack the 53-year-old D.B. Cooper case. Could lead investigators to the identity of the man who jumped out of a hijacked plane carrying 200 grand. Still one of the most interesting mysteries ever. That has a super simple answer. He died before ever even hitting the ground. He didn't survive. That's what I believe. That man parachuted straight to Valhalla. In fact, I don't think he even got a chance to open the parachute. More than 5 decades ago, mild-mannered passenger in a business suite boarded a Seattle. We already know the story. I'm not going to fucking lore recap on you. You can go to previously on Dragon Ball Z if you want to see the whole thing. Watch the Lamino video on it. Where's the new evidence? In 2016, after turning over every credible lead and suspect, the FBI seemingly threw up its hands and declared in a statement that it was rerouting resources to other investigative priorities pending any new information, particularly physical evidence such as parachutes or money. Now the agency might have gotten a new break in the case for the first time in decades. The real McCoy. Retired pilot, skydiver, and YouTuber Dan Greider told Cowboy State Daily. What a newspaper. That's like a comic book organization. That he may have found the missing link after uncovering the modified military surplus bailout rig he believes was used by D.B. Cooper in the heist. It belonged to Richard Floyd McCoy II and was carefully stored in his deceased mother's storage stash until recently. I hit that like baby talk on the stored. Stoid. McCoy has long been one of the FBI's leading suspects after successfully pulling off an identical but better executed hijacking in Utah just 5 months later. That rig is literally 1 in a billion, Greider said of the distinct parachute. McCoy's children, Shantae and Richard III, cool name, or Rick, agree with Greider that they believed their father was D.B. Cooper, a secret that shrouded the family but wasn't overtly discussed. It's the site you're on. Bob! You're right! I'm on Cowboy State Daily right now! I had no idea. It's just the first thing that came up. For years, they said the family stayed... What? For years, they said the family stayed mum out of fear of implicating their mother, Karen, whom they believe was complicit in both hijackings. Upon her death in 2020, they broke their silence to Greider after being contacted by him off and on for years. Greider, who has been researching the case for more than 20 years, documented this investigation in a lengthy 2-part series on his YouTube channel, Probable Cause. YouTubers are cracking the craziest fucking cases these days, man. That's so hype. On Monday, Greider released a third video, D.B. Cooper Deep FBI Update, where he announced the FBI's new and very recent efforts in his discoveries. After watching his first 2 videos, Greider said FBI agents contacted Rick and Greider to see the parachute. It was the first investigative move by the agency since issuing the 2016 statement. Greider and Rick McCoy traveled to Richmond, Virginia in 2023, where they met the FBI agents. They took the harness and the parachute into evidence, along with skydiving logbook found by Shantae that aligned with the timeline for both hijackings, providing another vital piece of the puzzle. Also present at the meeting was Greider's friend Laura Savino, a retired commercial airline pilot and award-winning author of Jet Boss, a Female Pilot on Taking Risks and Flying High. Savino said the agents were professional and stoic. Considering they had requested the meeting, it was clear they were taking it seriously. Crucial to the discovery are the unique alterations of the parachute that have been well documented by Earl Cossey, a veteran skydiver who owned and provided the parachutes in the 1971 hijacking. Greider and McCoy's children feel it's those small details that provide definitive evidence that tie Richard McCoy to D.B. Cooper hijacking. So he survived? That's what I'm getting out of this? He actually survived and then did that follow-up heist? This man's a superhuman. He should have been recruited by Stan Lee. Let me see what the parachute looked like.
We just solved it.
That's a mic drop right there. I love that. Man's fiddling with his parachute and he's like, you know what? Nah, that's checkmate. We solved it.
Of video footage and traipsed around an investigation, and I produced DB Cooper Part 1. That video did very well and up and on the air, and convinced a lot of people. In my opinion, Richard Floyd McCoy was definitely DB Cooper. Because of DB Cooper Part 1, I got 2 phone calls. Huge phone calls.
That's so cool, man. Good for him. I think he probably did crack it. Based on what I've read here, I think he actually got it. DB Cooper was Richard Floyd McCoy, and he somehow survived that jump. I don't understand how. The Lord chose him to be his warrior. I don't know, man. People have been claiming to know who DB Cooper is for years. Yeah, but he's right. If you know the story of DB Cooper, you will know that the parachute is known exactly what they gave him, and he's claiming to have that exact parachute here. The FBI seems to be thinking so as well. The family of Richard Floyd McCoy also seems to think so and has thought so for a while. I don't know. It's pretty overwhelming amount of evidence, to be honest. Physical evidence as well as testimonial evidence. They have his log dates, and he committed a similar hijacking months later. Also true. I think that this is probably dead to rights here. He died in 1974. They still won't find him. It's been too long and the case has been tainted so much. Well, he's dead. They can find him. They can just go to his gravestone and arrest the corpse if they wanted to. But the evidence is overwhelming. Before this, who else did you think DB Cooper was? I don't remember all the people I thought it was. The main thing I've always believed is that he died. He didn't survive the jump. Most experts thought it impossible to even survive that jump. Fucking pitch black. The wind, like all of it, was a miracle to have survived, and I guess he did. McCoy's death is actually pretty crazy because he got sentenced to 45 years in prison and escaped by making a fake handgun out of toothpaste and stole a garbage truck with his fellow inmates. They committed a bank robbery together soon after, and he was killed in a shootout with the FBI. Didn't see that in his Wikipedia. I'm trying to quit smoking and I'm losing my mind. Hey, I'm wishing you the best with it. I've got a tip for you. Get hooked on something else, like League. You'll forget to smoke. You'll be too fucking angry at your teammates. Yeah, I played League earlier today, but I actually had fun. But I already know if I start actually playing League, it's gonna be fucking miserable. I smoke because I play League. Alright, try getting addicted to Magic the Gathering cards, then you won't be able to afford cigarettes. There you go.